Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host here, Michael Keene. Michael is out traveling the world right now, but he is dedicated to this podcast, and so here we are recording Sunday nights.
Let's go. Episode 30. I wouldn't miss it.
Episode 30.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last one, by the way. We did a Volterra interview, and, that was a whole hour-long thing. We got a lot of hype on Twitter about that podcast. And, let's just kind of recap that really quick. What were your thoughts on that?
First of all, it was so cool to have him. It was a pleasure. Built an amazing project, amazing community. I mean, look at all these people. You can tell when everyone's got the PFP, everybody that was commenting on our stuff, their profile picture was Psychedelics Anonymous. So it was really cool to have him. You guys heard at the very end of it, I ended up completing my full set 5 because I was inspired.
Hey.
My very favorite part was from minute 25 on when he started talking about the marketing and what he did and how he was up for 3 straight days answering everybody, talking to everybody. When he would sleep for a couple of hours, he would start these games that would keep the ball rolling. He talked about the psychology of marketing and how he made people feel like it was like an honor to buy his NFT, he's really good. That was a masterclass in marketing that he provided there for about 10 minutes. Yeah,
that was dope. And he was basically the first person to really do the whole whitelist games thing. I mean, he had said, projects in the past had done whitelisting where, if you were whitelisted, you got in at a little bit of a cheaper price, and you didn't whitelist for the whole project. It was just, a couple spots. But he really was the person to kind of make whitelisting super popular, or allow listing, whatever you want to call it, super popular. And just making kind of a game out of it too. That was super interesting to hear, his story behind that, for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the whole thing. We went for like an hour and 8 minutes with him. You were like, it might be like 45 minutes, an hour at the most. And he's a talker. He's definitely a talker.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't listened to that episode, go listen to the last one, episode 29. You will enjoy it. We promise. And I'm sure you'll learn something, even if you're not into the project. It's always nice to kind of hear from different founders and listen to what they have to say. And, there's always stuff to be learned. Right. So I love those interviews for that reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really fun. And speaking of founders, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, their 2 founders, Gargamel, and the other name is skipping my brain at the moment, but they were doxxed over the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't want to be doxxed, but they were doxxed.
Yep. So they've taken to it. I guess they ended up like, all right, this is who we are. Put pictures out. What do you have any takes on what you think? It worried me a tiny bit at first. It doesn't seem like there's any nasty fallout. I was, hoping that they were good people and didn't they get doxxed and all of a sudden people start finding horrible things they have said, or that could be really bad.
Yeah. BuzzFeed wrote a whole article doxing them, and they didn't even know that, they didn't ask their permission or anything. They just doxed them, and they were completely anonymous beforehand, even though they had been to some in real life events and a few people knew what they looked like. But, I think, it is messed up. Obviously, BuzzFeed just did it for the clicks. But I do also think it was inevitable for them to be doxxed. They were going to get doxxed eventually. Obviously, ideally, it's on their own terms, and they're the ones that are doxing themselves. So maybe, if anything, they should have done that a little bit sooner. But nonetheless, someone else doxed them. And I think, the community was very supportive. I mean, everyone seems to be really supportive of the fact that, these are real people behind, the Bored Ape Yacht Club project, and here's what they look like. And it was cool to see. I think, for me anyway, I like seeing what people look like in real life. So
yeah. I mean, it's good as long as they're good, good people. Like it's totally like look what happened to your buddy Beanie when he got doxxed. Your buddy Charles.
Hey, my buddy.
No, I was just kidding.
First of all, you're the one that likes Beanie, okay? Not me. No, but yeah, Beanie also disappeared. So
yeah, totally. Good old Charles, man.
Good old Charles. Rip to Charles.
He'll be back at some point.
Maybe we'll bring him on the pod. Maybe we'll bring him on the pod to share a story.
That would be cool.
So yeah, that was an interesting thing that happened. Yeah. And honestly, if they would have had some type of, because I was thinking about it too, since they also dox their names and what they look like I also feel like maybe people will start digging up stuff from their past, and who knows if somebody will create a whole thread on, oh, this is what they did, 10 years ago, or whatever.
That's what I was saying. That opens up a can of worms. I saw. Hopefully hopefully they don't have those skeletons.
Nobody's perfect, but obviously, ideally, they don't have anything too crazy and cancelable.
Right. I know.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Beanie and the Bored Apes, Beanie and Farouk both sold their apes on the same day, right? And everybody was like thinking they knew some type of insider information, or so something's happening with that. Although Farouk said it's been something he's been planning for like a week now, so I don't know. But yeah, they both sold their ape on the same day, and apparently Farouk still has like some other, I think he has a dog or something and a mutant, something like that. But
Farouk does, yeah. I think Beanie has a handful of apes. He had talked about that.
Think he does too.
But they're in like, he said he didn't want to say what wallets they were in because he didn't want to dox his, all his wallets.
Yeah, his multiple wallets, right? Although he could be lying. We never know. He's also a serial liar.
No, he's such a stellar reputation, Jennifer. No.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about the hate reveal. Let's talk about that.
Let's please do. What did you end up doing?
Yeah. So I kept going back and forth. You guys have been following, which I know a lot of you like to listen to these every week. At first I was like, oh, I'm definitely holding on to it. Like I don't care if it drops post reveal. I'm going to hold on. I meant to mint the one that I meant. And then the next episode, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to sell it. I think I'm going to sell it pre-reveal and I'm going to buy it back after. And then it came time for the reveal and I just didn't sell it. I was like, you know what? And honestly, I was kind of doing a lot of things. So I didn't really, I don't know. I that's like a whole thing. You have to be monitoring the price. You have to be, trying to undercut or whatever, if you're really trying to sell. Anyway, I didn't sell it. I decided I was going to keep it. And, see what I end up getting. And, mine revealed. I like it. Mine has like a do-rag and like a grill. I like mine. It has a polo. I don't like my polo shirt. I wish it was a little more gangster to fit with the like upper half, but whatever. And also, actually, ironically, my sister, she sold hers pre-reveal. She sold hers.
I remember. Yep.
Yeah. And by the way, the most these got up to was like 90th the floor on the Hapes. Anyway, she sold hers for 8. We end up looking back to see what actually my friend Barbell. He looks back and then he messaged me and he's like, oh my God, your sister minted the 198th rarest one. No. So we like looked at it and we looked it up and we're like, oh shoot, this one's actually really cool. Like it was a really cool one. But crazy. Steph was like, whatever, like I already, decided to sell it. But it was like, yeah, it was just funny how like she sells hers pre-reveal, she ends up getting a rare one that,
that's always, didn't I say that's the way it works?
I know. Mine, and it's not rare. And I'm like, bruh.
I know.
Anyway, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm diamond handing mine. The floor is down to 5 ETH, but that's to be expected. And yeah, but Apes for getting a lot of hate on Twitter as well. A lot of people hating on the art. I don't know. I don't think it looks bad. I like it. I like the art, but then again, maybe I am biased because I do own one. I'm not really sure, but it's just funny because it's the whole like, oh, if you don't have one, you FUD the project, right? A lot of these NFT influencers talking shit about Haves, oh, they're ugly, whatever. And then if you do have, you're like defending and you're like, you're saying that you like it. And It's just interesting how the dynamic works.
They didn't quite look like they looked on the website.
So some of them, like the rarest ones, look really good. I think that like
those
some of
black
the more
and white
like,
ones,
like some of them where they're like color matching and everything. Those look sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the, I don't know, some of the like traits are like meh, like they could have had like some better traits, but I don't know. I don't think they're like as bad as people are making them seem. And
no, not quite as bad. They did also have the one error where the ear was sticking through the hat.
Okay, but you know what? And then I saw that for the Bored Apes, they literally have the same thing. They have there's like a helmet and there's the ear sticking through, and they have this one pilot hat and the ear is sticking out.
Yeah, but it's the apes. But it's the apes.
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh, but nobody's talking about that. It's like literally the ears are sticking out for the apes too, but somehow for the Hapes, apparently
it was
looks
the
bad.
end of the world, right?
Yeah. So anyway,
that's funny. Well, that's good to know. So you have yours.
Yeah, and I'm diamond handing mine. I'm seeing what's I had talked about that before. I said I was gonna hold on to mine.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it.
Cool.
I'm rocking it as my PFP on Twitter.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's so funny about you and your sister. Of course.
I know.
Whoever sold it was gonna get the rare one.
I know. Damn.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's wild. So I got my first NFL all day pack.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah,
you were messaging. You're like, oh my God, I'm in line right now.
I know.
I think I'm going to get one.
It took like 5 hours. It took like 5 hours to get it.
Oh my God. No, you know what? That was one of the longest queues. That was one of the longest queues that they've had. So
that's wild.
Yeah, it's funny that was your first job. I know that took forever. And then they paused it and then they resumed it. And it was like, it took so long to get it back.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got one.
Yeah, I didn't open it yet. Andy opened his. He said he got like a Josh Allen and a Patrick Mahomes or something. Like
nice.
Yeah. He also said he didn't get one, but there's 500 of Tom Brady's last touchdown pass in there. That could be an interesting snag.
Oh, I thought there was 1,500 or something, or 1,000.
Maybe there was. I'm listening to Andy. His information is awful.
Yeah,
awful.
Tom Brady has 2 moments. I know that, and his last pass.
That's cool.
Is in there, so that's a good moment.
Yeah, I was happy to get one. I don't know if I'm going to open it or not, but so I now have the 3 packs from the UFC, and I have.
Oh, nice.
The NFL all day. So I'm getting into it. I like the NFL one. I think that really has a lot of potential. I'm going to try and get everyone I can.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Love it. So
the UFC, they said that they were going to release the marketplace on the 7th, February 7th, but then they just pushed it back and they said, oh, it's going to be the 15th. So February 15th, they'll be releasing their marketplace, hopefully.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's for the UFC, but there's no marketplace for the NFL yet, right? Or is there?
Nope.
No, okay.
None yet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. What else do we have going on these days? I actually, a couple times I've done shout outs to independent artists, and I want to do another one. My buddy Switzen Wigfall III. He's an everyday artist that has been doing it for, it's like 7 years now. He's got like 2,100 of them. Yeah. So he's releasing all of his 2021 everydays as an NFT in 2022. And he's going to give you whichever date you buy from 2021. He's going to give you that one from 2022 in addition. So he put them all out from January, sold like half of them. What's the best way to find him? He's Switzen Wigfall III on Twitter. So if anyone wants to look him up, he's a good dude. We've been friends. One of my Clubhouse friends I always talk about, and he's just been in the community for a long time. At NFT NYC, he organized about 100 people to meet up at Times Square and take this big picture, all these Clubhouse alumni. So he's just a really good dude, man. Nice. And I'm happy to support. I bought one myself. He's a good artist, like lots of it's hard to describe what they are, but there's like colors and like tech equipment and like I don't even know. It's interesting, different stuff, and some like faces, and they're all kind of different. He makes something every day. He's got, it takes a lot of dedication. I know a few artists that do that, but that's a lot to make one every single day.
Every single day. Dang, that's a commitment right there.
Yeah. Shout out to Switzen the Great though. Much love. Hopefully he listens. I'm not gonna say anything to him for a couple of days, so I'll see if he listens.
Hopefully he heard it, or somebody who knows him.
Exactly. They better let him know, or
let him know.
He can pretend like he listened.
He'd be like, "Oh, dude, I heard. Thank you so much for those kind words you said about me."
Yep.
Cool pets. Did you get your pet?
Cool pets. I got my pet. I
What'd
just
you do
have,
with
it's sitting there.
Okay.
I'm just holding it.
I sold mine.
Oh, you did? Good for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because what happened was they kind of fumbled the bag a bit. Remember, they're supposed to be 20K and they were supposed to all kind of release at the same time in a way. But basically only cool cat holders could claim theirs. And, the people that were on the allow list, they had to push back the minting till Monday, tomorrow. So since only 20% of or 25% of the supply was out, I decided to sell mine for like 3 ETH on the first day.
Yeah.
Now it's down to 2. I'm hoping tomorrow and more supplies out. I'm hoping I can buy back in for like 1.5-ish.
I think I'm eyeing the same thing up as you. If you remember when I made a price prediction a few weeks ago, it was 1.5 where it would settle, So there's still only 7,500 that have minted. And you're right. The price has inched down. That was a smart move. I didn't want to sell mine, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I know it was like, the same cereal, but it was like, I didn't really care.
Yeah. Is it the same cereal?
Yeah. I think it's the same. Yeah.
That's
like
cool.
your egg is the same cereal as your cat, unless you sell and then, get a different one, then it's a different cereal. But they didn't say it would affect it at all. Kind of like how like some of the Bored Ape people, it's like the kennel dog could be the same cereal, but it's like, there's no benefit to having the same cereal. It's just, it's just like a thing.
To have it,
if you want it to be a thing. Yeah.
Yep.
One of those situations.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm actually interested in buying a couple more if it gets to like 1.5 and see what's up. Cause the mutants sat at 3.5 and 3 ETH for they sat there for months and now they're 20. So like, I mean, the cool pets could sit at 1.5 and go up to 6 or 7. I could see that. If it gets good, if they do they got to make the right moves. So I mean, they definitely. They had trouble minting. I guess they're.
I don't really know what the problem was. But
I don't know either.
Yeah, something happened.
What's up, Tom? What happened?
Oh, I was like, Tom, who's Tom? Yes, Extreme Tom.
Buddy.
Yeah, we had him on.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Oh yeah, and by the way, that's a nice plug right there. Episode number, I don't even know what, but we interviewed Extreme Tom, one of the founding developers of Cool Cats. If y'all want to go back and listen to that episode, he talked all about the pets and the token and all that. That goes into it. It's actually a really good episode.
Yeah, it was. If you own a pet, it's actually really good to listen to because he tells you kind of a lot of tricks and tips of how it's going to work and what you need to do to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, there's this one project that I'm really into. I've talked about it before a couple episodes ago, and they just released their 2022 roadmap. So I kind of wanted to briefly brush on that.
Love it.
Okay, so the non-fungible fungi. Do you remember when I was telling you about them?
Yeah, I remember those walking mushrooms. I definitely remember.
There's these walking 3D mushrooms. They look really cool. Anyways, I'm up to 10. I've been slowly buying them. Yeah, I know.
Wow,
I think this is like the most I have of something.
That's amazing.
I know. I'm really like freaking into these. Over the last few weeks, I've just been like, every day I check the floor and then if I see one I really like, I'll just snag it. But personally, I feel like this project, it is like, first of all, the floor is like 0.19. So it's like a little less than $600. And I think they're decently affordable given how much they're doing. So yeah, I'm just a huge fan. I think they're underrated, but anyway, I wanted to share a little bit about their roadmap. Okay. So, and what I'm excited about on the roadmap. So Q1, they're releasing a token. All holders will earn tokens depending on the species of their shrooms, which is why I've been loading up on the mirrors as opposed to the bogs, because the mirrors, like you get a little more tokens for that. And then your fungi will yield tokens daily, which is cool. And then the main initial use for the token will be to participate in this thing they call the Conjuring, which is launching in Q2. And the Conjuring is where 10 fungi use their tokens to enter this mushroom circle. And then everyone stakes the token for a period of time. And then basically you have a chance to mint like a nightshade one fungi in the circle gets a chance to mint a nightshade, which is basically a new fungi, but it's like a lot more rare. And basically you have to sacrifice your fungi for it. Like it's this whole thing. I was reading, this took me like half an hour to read through this whole blog. Anyway, these are my notes from it. But yeah, so it's really interesting, like this whole conjuring. I was like, whoa, this is trippy. Anyway, and then another thing in Q3, the truffle travelers are coming. Basically, there's these cute little baby fungi. They teased a video on their Twitter of them. And yeah, their Twitter is fungible fungi, by the way, if anyone wants to look it up. But yeah, so then baby fungi are coming, which is super exciting. And they're also doing 10 airdrops this year for fungi holders as well, which, as we know, I'm a sucker for airdrops. So, but yeah, those are my takeaways from the 2022 roadmap, and my current favorite project right now. And
non-fungible fungi.
Yeah, hopefully eventually we get them on the pod. I would love to have them.
That'd be super cool. Yeah. I got to dig into that a little bit more. I know I said I would last time. I started looking a little bit. I do remember it. I remember when it dropped. That's a solid floor. It's not a bad floor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's pretty solid.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I like that you're going with your gut and making a big move on it.
I know. I'm like, dang, so actually really I'm up to 9 because one of them is my brother's. Okay. He wanted one and I was like, okay, pay me and I'll hold one for you. So I'm holding one for him right now. And I update him occasionally. I'm like, here's what's happening. And he's like so excited about it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Love it. Love getting family into it. That's really great.
I know. It's fun.
I saw this dude who's a Bored Ape, and he put on Twitter. He's like, I went to a family function, and I talked 2 of my uncles into buying. Was it? You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny.
That's actually Christian, one of the co-founders of Evaluate. That's like his cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's awesome. I know. I saw that too. He got his uncles to buy mutants.
I know. Oh, they were mutants. Okay, I thought they were apes.
Oh no, yeah, there was 2 mutants.
Mutants are apes, mutant apes.
But yeah,
mutants
same thing,
apes.
right?
Yeah. I don't want to offend anybody.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we talk a lot about fraud on here. We talk a lot about it in Discord, but after we interviewed Voltura last week, there was like a fake Voltura account like going around DMing people and asking commenting on posts to DM him, but it looked just like his account, but it was completely fake.
Fakes are popping up. Someone had made a fake for me. I got it taken down, but what they do is they make it, and sometimes they'll take over an account that already has like a solid amount of followers, so then it looks like similar to yours.
Yeah.
And then they'll retweet your tweets. Yep. So then it makes it look like they tweeted that.
I know.
So then some of the ways to like determine if it's the real person is like, if you see like who's following that account, because a lot of times they'll be like followed by, and if it's a lot of people that then it's like, oh, okay, then this is probably the real person, right? If there's like nobody that's following that person, then that's usually a red flag.
That's a red flag. Yeah, I saw Cosimo de Medici was complaining about that. Like, I can't get verified, so I have these fake accounts trying to copy me.
Right.
So it's just another thing to look out for. We always try and, it's always just, you got to be so safe because you hear nightmare stories every day.
Yeah, and if it sounds too good to be true, like, oh, this NFT influencer is DMing me out of nowhere. Like, right. It's probably not them.
Yeah.
And people can get hacked too. So always stay on your toes, folks.
Yeah, right. Those links, man, don't be clicking links. You got to be so careful anytime you click a link.
Yeah.
I'm even scared to like connect my wallet these days. I
don't even mint things anymore because I'm like, that's another risk. It's like, it's better to just buy on the secondary because then you don't have to connect your wallet to something.
Right. I'm gonna start minting on a completely like basically empty wallet that I just put a little bit of ETH into.
It's actually crazy that we mint from like our main wallet. I know everyone's like, whoa, you're not supposed to do that. And it's like, obviously some people, I don't know, like I guess, I realize now I have a lot more valuable stuff, and I definitely, I don't really mint anything anyway, but connecting my wallet with my valuable assets, it's like It's sad they don't have a vault account, but yeah, I need a second account and I need to put all my stuff in there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
for sure.
Yeah. I actually, this weekend I dropped my phone and I broke it, and it was saying this thing, and it was like iPhone unavailable, and it like wasn't working. And I just went today to the cell phone repair shop, and I didn't have anything backed up. So I'm glad. And he's like, okay, we gotta swap out the screen, and then I'll try to revive it. Basically, I literally had a factory reset it. So I lost everything. I lost all, I had tens of thousands of photos and videos. I had all my contacts gone, everything gone. Like I just am starting fresh. But at least now, if someone texts me, I can just be like, new phone, who this?
Yeah.
Sorry, who is this again?
Who's this?
The new phone.
Right. Oh, man.
No, but yeah, so that was kind of sad. Anyway.
Yeah, that is a shame. That's a shame. It's a lot of photos and all that stuff.
But yeah. So anyway, I guess the point of me saying that was like, just thinking more about, okay, if I were to, my wallet were to get compromised and then I connected it to something and then, I signed a transaction and then they wiped my account, like that would definitely suck. I need a backup plan. Definitely need a backup plan.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be super careful, especially as you start to, get valuable stuff in your wallet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, okay. Atari dropped an NFT. Do you see that one this week?
I didn't see that.
No. Yep. So they dropped 10,000. I think it was a bit of a stealth drop. They sold out all 10,000. It actually it's a box, and there's some information about it on their website. Some of them are more rare than others. Yeah. I think if you own 4 of them, you'll be able to get a 5th of something. I've actually been really watching the price. It started at 0.4. It's down to like 0.188. I would like to get some because there's probably going to be an announcement at some point.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, but I would like to get some of those at some point, but I don't really know exactly what's going on. It's literally just a box at this point. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
And there's 10,000 of them, but it's Atari, and they bought all that Sandbox land, and
they did.
Yeah, they have a lot of Sandbox land, like big, huge squares.
Sandbox land. I saw Dingling had, how he has like a ton of Sandbox land.
Yeah.
Or was it Sandbox? Yeah, I think it's Sandbox. He changed because you can have your profile picture of, you can change your profile picture for your land, and he changed it to the Looks Rare marketplace.
Oh, really? I did.
Logo.
Oh,
yeah. He's like free advertising. Which that was funny.
He's been doing that for a while. There were a couple I remember like there was one called millionpieces.io.
Didn't that rug or something? Or
I think it completely flopped. I don't know if it rugged, but it was like nobody, I don't know. It's just like didn't seem like anybody really bought too much, but
he's buying a lot of land everywhere.
Yeah, he was.
Just in case. Well, I mean, he has so much like money. He just buys like everything and anything just to kind of, because
just diversify, and some will hit, right? Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's some people's strategies, but that's more like if you have a lot of money to work with. Like you can't exactly just, let me just buy one of everything like that.
Right.
Yeah, that is not realistic for most people.
Although if you would have done that in 2021, you would have ended up pretty good.
Yeah, I guess, right? A lot of things are up. True.
Yeah, so Atari did that. Nike also dropped like an artifacts box that nobody knows what it's going to be. They dropped those to all the Clone X holders. There's 10,000 of them. Those people, that's one project that I really wish that I would have gotten. I would have gotten the Clone X.
Oh yeah.
And if you had a Meta Key 2, you would have got to mint one. I had that Meta Pigeon from back in like May.
Oh my God, I remember those.
Yeah, that I bought for $1 and sold it for like
$1.
Yeah, they were sold for $1.
Damn, what the heck?
Yeah, they were sold but they were hard to get. There was only like 100 or 150 of them.
Oh, right.
Yep. But I had the number two Meta Pigeon, and I probably would have got like 50 ETH worth of value out of it.
What'd you sell it for?
I think it was like 2 ETH.
Nice.
Yeah. That was nice at the time.
Yeah, nice at the time. I'm sure you did some good things with the ETH, and
probably not quite what it would have done if I just held it, but
it's okay. You're a flipper. That's what you're good at.
I know. I have to keep reminding myself that. I'm doing a little better these days. There's definitely some stuff that I'm not selling. But like even like, are you familiar with Fluff World and the Barrows and
I
that
remember
whole?
those. I remember when the Fluff World thing came out.
Yeah, I minted 9 of those.
Really?
And
You saw them?
no, sold them all. And now they're like 7 or 8 ETH floor. And
damn.
Yeah, they're really good. And they gave out those Barrows that are like going to be huge. Those are a 1.5 ETH floor, but some of them
you should just try holding some stuff just to see.
I know. I'm holding 1,000 NFTs. Like I have NFTs.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
I haven't sold any of my Smileverse. That one's going.
Yeah, your Smileverse are doing well.
Yeah, that one's going to go 5 to 10 ETH at some point.
What is that? 2 ETH floor right now?
It's like maybe like 1.6. It got up to like 2.5, and then it's inched back down.
Yeah, it was 1.95 right now. That's one of the things I'm monitoring.
Yeah, that's high. Yeah.
I'm monitoring those right now. So
yeah, those are amazing. That one is, of all the projects, if I had to pick one that I'm like super duper confident in, it's that one. Like,
how many do you have?
Like a dozen.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's solid.
I should have
really
more.
Solid.
It was between 0.2 and 0.3 forever, and I told so many people to buy it. A bunch of them did.
Yeah. Did you see the Top Shot Fund, the Space Cowboy on Twitter? He did this whole thread about, the NFT account on Instagram.
Yes.
That Mark Cuban is like, he owns it and stuff. Yeah. So they've been doing, they got exposed. So this guy, Top Shot Fund.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody knew that they were doing scammy stuff, but he actually put together a whole thread about it. And anyway, some things happened as a result, but basically he called them out on them doing undisclosed shills. So basically they were taking in thousands, hundreds of thousands to promote these projects on the Instagram account. And they weren't saying that it was an ad, and that's like illegal. Like you have to say #ad if you're taking money for something and you're promoting it. And so, yeah, he called them out on that, and he did a whole thread, and they ended up like the account is deactivated right now.
Yep.
Like it's not even so. Yeah. So that's really interesting. And honestly, I was excited to see the account be deactivated because and he even the guy Top Shot Fund, he even tracked like all the projects that they had promoted, and he was like, okay, this is how much it was to mint, and this is how much the floor price is now, and it was like something crazy, like 90% of them like were down. Were below mint price, like they weren't doing well. Like it was obvious that it was just like a cash grab, and so damn, that was intense.
That's why I think 4 of them were like straight rugs.
Yeah, and 4 of them were straight rugs. Like they were just like the project just rugged all together.
Yeah. And Mark Cuban was behind, like the company he owns, I think runs that or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. You want to hear something funny about them?
What?
About 2 months ago, they made a post about NFTcatcher.io, like unsolicited. They didn't ask us. They just made one, and we got like 10,000 users on the website.
What the heck? Really?
Yeah. They didn't ask us. They didn't talk to us. They just, we didn't pay them. Obviously, we've never paid 1 penny of advertising for NFTcatcher.io.
Wow.
Yeah, we have 52,000 users. Never paid 1 penny. All organic.
Damn.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. Not that we wouldn't. Like we may one day advertise, but we have not to this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny, right? That they did that. Yeah.
Oh, also, I bought a Ballers. I don't think I said that.
Okay.
Before the snapshot, they did like this snapshot for these sneakers they're coming out with. And I finally bought a Ballers. So yeah, excited to be a baller.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're balling out this week.
Yeah. Well, I could use my Dapper. So I like literally use like all of my Dapper.
Okay.
It's like $1,700. And like now I have no Dapper, but I have to sell some moments now. But
so, how many moments do you have?
Almost 600, I think.
Okay, that's a lot. Yeah. And packs? Do you still have packs too?
Oh yeah, I have like 60 plus packs.
Wow. So that's another couple hundred.
I know. I'm trying to think what's more valuable, my collection of moments or my packs.
Or your unopened packs. Yeah, I don't know.
So I have some good ones, but
what's your best moment?
My best moment?
Yeah.
is I have two of these actually that I had opened in packs like over a year ago, and I've just been diamond handing them. But S1 LeBron rare
Ooh.
finals, two of them.
Wow,
Well,
nice.
they're out of 750. Yeah, and the finals moments, and that's my favorite set. I have, yeah, two of every single moment in that set.
Wow.
I've been working towards stacking those moments. I really like that set a lot.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
I have I think I have like 40 or 50 moments. I haven't looked in a little while, but I had like 20 of them are LeBron. That was my move.
Yeah, I remember when you said it, you're like, yeah, my move is LeBron.
Yeah. That was my move. So
nice.
I got a bunch of LeBrons. What else is happening around? Oh yeah, go ahead. You go.
No, you go.
Okay, I'll go. So last week at the very end, I mentioned how StockX was dropping their own NFTs and making sneakers as NFTs. Well, I just read in a news article that Nike has sued StockX.
Oh my God.
What? Yeah, Nike sued them because some of the sneakers they minted had the Nike swoosh on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Nike's like, nah. They want them to burn them all and give them monetary damage.
Damn. That's rough.
Crazy, right? That's some Web 2 right there.
Yeah,
that's some Web 2. That's some Web 2 right there.
So did people already like mint them and stuff or buy them or like?
Probably. I think I haven't looked on the StockX marketplace to see exactly, but they were for sale, so I'm sure they're being sold.
Damn. So the people that bought them, what happens to their NFT? Like,
that's a great question. I mean,
yeah,
like they're gonna have to get refunded somehow, and I'm sure it changed hands a couple times. So I don't know. That's a really good question.
Hey, I need you guys to return this. No, I own it now.
Yeah,
I'm not returning this.
I know. And it came at the same time when Nike's dropping their first one with Artifact. So it's kind of it is what it is. I mean. You can't blame them too much. They got their brand and someone else is selling their brand, whatever it is. But like,
yeah,
it's also, it's not quite the ethos everyone's looking for.
Right.
It's not a great look, but it's
not the best look.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing I saw is Nintendo. They were talking about NFTs and they said a statement it's simple, but it's telling. And we feel the potential in this area came from Nintendo. Yeah.
Well, good. About time.
Yeah. I know. So they're going to, whatever they're going to do. So like I play Mario Kart with my son. Like it'd be kind of cool if we could like, own a rare car and, be able to sell it and stuff.
Yes. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Be able to own in-game items.
Or if I could race with my ape.
That would be cool too.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
They should absolutely do that. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Wait for you to your profile pictures. You can just, I guess it'd have to be 3D, right?
You should be able to play every game with the avatar of your choice.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
They just need to collaborate, but
yeah. And did you have another thing on your list? I think I cut you off a minute ago there.
I was just going to update on the BYO pill situation. I finally have some closure for all the listeners that were interested.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay. So, yes. So finally, after weeks of following up, I am happy to report that he sent me a BYO vape, not the pill, but the vape for helping him out. Everything. So yes, and now I never have to contact him again, and I'm fine, and I'm happy, and everything is good.
Nice.
But yeah, now I have 2 vapes. Oh, and I bought another pill. So I'm happy about that as well. I put some one week offers on a couple of floor pills, and like someone accepted. So I was super happy to get another pill as well.
Nice, that's cool. Congrats. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad he sent you. At least he not all bad.
Right. It was worth it. It was worth it.
He's like, you could have a vape.
Yeah, he was like, dang, this girl, is she gonna ever stop
I know about these stupid pills? Like,
yeah, because he kept putting it off, and I'm like, bro, like, aren't you sick of me like following up with you daily? Like,
yeah.
are you not annoyed? Like, but anyway,
that's funny.
So yeah, that is the ending of that.
Yeah. So there was one more thing on our list, that ENS mess from last night. Should we bring that up a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah. So Brantley, I never heard of the guy before this, but apparently he tweeted something in 2016 that was pretty awful and offensive about, homosexuality is evil, transgenderism doesn't exist, something about people that watch porn, people that masturbate, just weird. And there was a 4,000 person Twitter space about it last night where he was on there. And
he's the director of operations for ENS, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Which is that the only place you can get .eth, right?
ENS, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they own the whole kit and caboodle. Yep.
Yeah. So and there was a whole spaces. What happened? What happened from the spaces?
I mean, Farouk, John Knopf. It was run by Morgan.eth was running it. Yep. And Farouk went with all due respect, fuck you. He said to the guy, people were being brutal. Some people there was some respectful conversation a little bit. The guy's arguments were, I don't know, man. It's hateful stuff. It's not a good look, but it's, hopefully that .eth is really important because it's really useful and you can set it up. And I don't know what's going to happen there. He might have to leave the company. Or maybe he's allowed to have, maybe people let him have his own opinion. I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't like what he said at all, but what should happen in that case? It's not obviously for us to decide, but that was a big story and people are going to hear about that. So if you want to look it up and see what you think, it's definitely complicated, and especially in this world where
definitely complicated,
where everything's super polarized and politicized and cancel culture. And it's there's a lot to it, but
yeah. And someone was saying, I was kind of reading a couple of threads about it, and people are saying basically the cool thing about Web3 is that this guy's the director of operations for ENS, but currently right now, if you look at who people have delegated their voting power to, Brantley has the most voting power, and then Coinbase is number 2, and then I forget the other people, but you can redelegate your voting power if you want. So if you want to do something about this, you don't have to stop using ENS or sell your tokens or, whatever. You can literally just redelegate your voting power.
And get it away from him if you had him.
Yeah, if you really don't like him, just move it to somebody else. And you can make it yourself, by the way. I think people don't realize that. I literally delegated myself.
Do you know how do you do that? Do you go into the ENS domains, ENS.domains?
Yes, I'm sure someone in there. I haven't done it in months because I only did it that first time when I initially delegated my voting power. But
yeah, same.
But yeah, there's if you go to ENS, I'm sure there's you can easily figure it out or join the Discord and ask around or something. But yeah.
I think ENS is the one that I sold them all right away. Oh no, I think I still have half of my ENS. I think I swapped half immediately and kept the other half.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah. My looks is crushing it.
Oh, dude, let's talk about looks.
Woo!
Well,
I'm almost up to 2 Ethan rewards already.
Damn, that's crazy.
I know, it's insane.
I know, I love it. I claimed my WETH recently, and then I was like, yeah, have some more ETH for NFTs, and then now it's just fun just looking and seeing it accumulate. I know the token dropped to $3 or something.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, and I know the halving is coming soon. So after the first 30 days, that's the most lucrative time to stake. And then after that, the looks rewards that you get are cut in half. And then, but basically you will get rewards for, I believe, 721 days. So it's 2 years of rewards, and then they're not going to do rewards anymore. So
okay,
yeah, but it's the rate at which you get rewards. There's halvings that happen every so often.
Okay.
So yeah, but February 9th is when the halving is. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've been really happy with how it's done so far. I mean, I didn't I didn't pay anything for it. I just got them for free. And now it's like,
staked them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like almost $20,000 worth of stuff that I have in that. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Wow.
I definitely put more in and converted more ETH into looks and then staked it because I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
This seems like a good bet.
The only thing that's that I think about with that is is Coinbase just going to come and kill their thunder?
When's Coinbase coming out? We don't know.
They were talking about early this year, but it's we're about almost halfway through the first quarter. So who knows?
Yeah, I think Coinbase, there's a lot more pressure too. Like they right off the bat already have, a ton of users using their platform for crypto purposes. So I think they have to get it. They kind of have to get it right from the beginning. Whereas I feel like Looks Rare can create more of minimum viable product that, people are like, okay, well, here's some things that they're lacking, but I'll still use it. I think with Coinbase, people have higher expectations.
Yeah.
Just because they're more of an established company. So
it's a good point.
So I think that they're taking longer for that very reason.
Yeah. And the Coinbase, we may have talked about this, that they did a deal with MasterCard. You're going to be able to buy your NFTs with a credit card.
Oh shit, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That is dangerous.
That is dangerous.
That is definitely dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. That's happening.
Yeah. It's inevitable. All right. Well, anything else we have to talk about before we go? This might be a little bit of a shorter episode than usual, but I think we covered a lot of topics though. So
I think we're good. We can go over, I can bring up Crypto Slam here. 7 days NFT collection ranking by sales volume. Zuki is number 1. We've talked about that a couple times. That's that anime Japanese one. They're actually they're number 1 by a lot. They have 81 million in sales, and number 2, which is CloneX, has 65 million.
Wow, so CloneX. What even happened with them? Okay.
CloneX is, they're crushing it all around. I think it's like a 14 ETH floor.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. Bored Ape number 3. Hape Prime is number 4 at 50 million.
Let's go.
Yeah, there she goes. Hero is number 5. I'm going to be honest and say I have no idea what that is. Hype Bears, which I heard a lot about, positive and negative, is number 6 with 41 million. The Mutants are number 7, 39 million. This one was on the list last week, and I'm still not really sure what it is. Super Normal B Dipsy.
What the heck?
Yeah. Super Normal B Zipsy at 32 million. Yep. I got to look up what that is. I got to look up some of these. And then there's number 9 is the V1 CryptoPunks Wrapped. Didn't this controversy happen with them, right? Because number 11 is the actual.
There's controversy around that. I didn't read too much into it, but no, you know what? I did read a little bit though. I know that initially when CryptoPunks launched, the original contract that they deployed, there was like a bug in it, and so then they had to redeploy the contract, and so those were technically those are the first CryptoPunks, right? Although they are kind of not wanting to acknowledge them as the first, and so they're saying, oh, these aren't, don't buy these. Like CryptoPunks literally came out and they were like, or Larva Labs, they came out and they were like, don't buy these. And I don't know, apparently they said they might be taking legal action against
I saw that.
Yeah. I'm not really 100% sure what the situation is with that portion of it, but yeah.
Every time that Larva Labs goes and sues these other, it hurts them. Why don't they realize that? People get mad.
Why can't we all just be friends, Larva Labs? Come on.
Yeah. And number 10, Life of Azuna. And what else is going on down a little lower? Yeah, Axie, number 14, keeps falling.
Damn.
Yep. Doodles, number 16, Top Shot 15. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
There we go.
There we go. Episode number 30, folks. Thank you all for listening. And we will catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.